When you actually get there, you don't even realize it. Nothing changes. The fact that I got bullied a lot in school was what made me say, okay, fuck all of you. I'm going to prove myself.
Yes.
I actually play more games at home than I do on the gaming channel.
If I download a game, I don't know how to play it.
It's funny because I get a lot of emails from parents and like 30 and 40-year-olds that have watched my content.
And then politics will ring them up and be like, this is getting out of the web.
I have 0 presence on TikTok. Any presence on TikTok is because other people are re-uploading my shit. But we met up with my gaming chair so he can make content. 2J gave me his gaming chair, right?
Yeah. If you don't get my humor, then you don't get me. Hello.
Hello.
This is 2J, by the way.
Hello. Hello.
Hello to everyone. Thank you so much for coming. We're very happy to see you. Thank you. Would you like to start with telling us who you are, what you're doing, and...
I'm a YouTuber for now. I used to be a DJ. I used to be a producer. Basically that, yeah. At the moment, I'm a successful YouTuber as woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do feel famous?
I don't feel famous, but the channel's going well, so I don't know.
Okay, so the channel is going well. You feel famous, which is pretty interesting. But okay, so you are an Italian-Cypriot, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Born in England.
Yep.
Okay, and then you moved somehow to Cyprus.
Yeah, when I was 8 years old, we moved from London to Cyprus.
Okay, and
for my dad's work reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the whole life you lived here?
Since 8 years old, yeah.
Since 8 years old.
We moved with Gadia to Holland for just over a year.
During your career? Or?
Yeah, at the beginning of my career, actually.
And how was that?
It was exciting, actually. The comment song 4, which some of my viewers may know, was done there.
Okay.
But I don't know, I think I missed Cyprus for some reason. The relaxed vibe of Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you go back to England, right? Or
yeah. Well, I used to go often, but yeah, sometimes go back to Holland, go back to England.
Okay, that's
holidays.
Not bad. So you began your career as a DJ, correctly?
Yeah.
And you were writing rap songs.
Yeah, in school.
In school.
Yeah.
And there's a DVD that we're going to talk about as well. I heard about it, that you wrote a DVD about your teachers.
Yeah, CD. Yeah.
CD. What was that about?
Yeah, well, because I got bullied my whole life in school. And so my friend as a kid, Aspumen, was music.
Okay.
So that's how I got into music and producing and everything. Mm-hmm. And by the end of school, of Likio, it came to a point where, like, not only were the kids bullying me, but I felt pressured by certain teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So I just made a song just dissing the fuck, can I swear?
Yeah.
Dissing the quack, whatever effect you use, out of the whole school and the whole village. So that's how that came about.
And then after school you were a DJ?
But yeah, during school I was a DJ. After school I kept DJing. I stopped DJing midway through my YouTube career. So I was a DJ for a good 20 years.
But how did you like begin your DJ career?
Well, because I live in Napa.
Okay,
in Napa.
Makes sense,
so
yes.
I had friends who owned clubs. You know, I knew all the DJs, I knew the club owners. So I started from like 14, from a really early age, just doing the warm-ups and stuff, because I wasn't really allowed to be in the club at 14.
So ήσουν υπέροχος, λογικά.
Well, what, DJ?
Και τυχερός.
I was a bit lucky because where I was, you know, so... And I think I was pretty good at DJing, so they let me do warm-ups. Okay. And then I had to leave because I was too young.
Because because you weren't 18 and you had to go.
Yeah, I was 14. So I did the warm-ups and I had to leave because sometimes if police ever came to the club and saw me there, it was illegal and all that kind of crap. So.
Okay. I think that's way better. Thank you. Yes. So, okay. And then how did you decide to go on YouTube?
Boredom.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I was at a low point in my life. I wasn't DJing. I don't remember why. I had no job basically. Mm-hmm. I'd just broken up with my previous girlfriend. I was at least as the PlayStation, as we say. I was just gaming day and night. I was like at a low point in my life. Yeah, and someone suggested the comment song.
Okay.
And because I was into music, I did the comment song 1, which was my introduction to YouTube, and it just kind of kicked off from there. Okay. So it was basically out of boredom. I wasn't like a video nerd or anything.
But then, okay, you got famous slowly. Do you remember what video or at what point or what did you do that people found out about you?
Yeah, Ελληνικά και Κυπριακά ζώα. It was a parody of animals talking.
Okay.
And I almost didn't release that because I worked on it so much. Mm-hmm. By the time it was ready for release, it wasn't funny to me.
Okay.
But I released it, and then they started showing it on other TV channels, on Radio Arvila. It became this whole thing. I was like, the fuck? To me, it wasn't even that funny, you know. That kind of got the ball rolling.
But but you also had like hate, because I read a bit about those kind of videos, and then I saw that there was a lot of hate towards you.
Yeah. But well, a lot of people found my early content childish.
Okay.
They thought it was childish, plus my profora.
No.
So it kind of pissed Greeks off that this Cypriot boy, who's for kids, who can't even talk Greek properly, is getting a lot of views.
Yeah.
I think that's what pissed a lot of people off.
But that's what people like. It's weird content.
Yeah. It
disgusting.
Was for Greece. It was weird. It was something different.
Okay.
My channel in general, it was very English humor.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like that's what Cypriots, not only Cypriots, but people, they like weird things, and then they talk about it.
Cypriots are used to that because there's a lot of English people in Cyprus.
Yes.
But my main fan base was in Greece.
Okay.
And Greeks weren't used to this weird English kind of messed up humor.
Yeah.
So at least it was different. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people did like it.
But see where you are now. You know, so if you didn't post that video.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I gradually would have gotten there anyway, because the channel was kind of moving along.
Yes.
That video just boosted it.
So what year is that? What year are we talking about?
I started in 2012. Yeah, that video, 2013.
That's 10 years ago.
It was within the first year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and then halfway through your YouTube career, you decided to stop DJing.
Yeah.
Because you were starting to get profit, and you knew that.
Well, for a couple of reasons. I got tired of the music that I felt I had to play, because I was playing hip hop, and hip hop to me became this. I didn't like the new trap songs and all this shit that was coming out, and I didn't want to play it. That plus the YouTube channel was kind of income enough for me. Yeah. So I preferred to stop DJing to just pursue YouTube full time, because I was DJing at night until like 5 a.m.
Okay.
Then I was getting up to write videos, and I was DJing again. It was becoming too much.
So how hard was it to get a certain profit from YouTube?
It took, for me, it took years.
Years.
But it wouldn't take years now. Someone who starts now and gets a lot of views can instantly profit. Back then, the first 2 years, I wasn't getting anything, literally.
But you kept on going.
I kept on going because it was fun. Because to me, it was fun. To me, it was something new.
Okay.
But I wasn't getting jack shit. So the first 2 years, I became #1 in Cyprus, and I still wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, that's but people don't know about that, So
yeah.
And I also think it's like, okay, even like with this podcast, yes, people are like, oh, okay, it's just a podcast. What is it about? But there's so much behind the scenes that you have to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like people don't know. So you know how much work you actually put,
No, and it's good to explain it sometimes, because people think, like, people now might just not realize that there's lights set up here, there's 3 cameras, 2 microphones. It needs effort. Yes. And especially if you're doing it for 2 years and you're not getting paid.
Yes.
And you're trying to keep the orexi. I'm going to throw Greek words out. It's hard to keep the orexi when you're not getting paid from it.
Were you tired of it at some point? Like a climax?
Years later, at the beginning I wasn't. I was making videos like every 2-3 days, literally. It was constant. At this point, I'm not tired of it, but it's kind of become work. It's like a job now. You know, when you feel like it's a job, you're not as excited anymore. So I don't make as many videos. I never put out content because I feel like I need the numbers. I put out content when I feel...
When you feel like it.
Yeah, when I feel excited to make a video. So the video doesn't come out boring.
Wow. I mean, okay, that's actually true because... Okay, but when do you have a spark? When something happens or when you think of an idea?
It's extremely random. I've never had... Also, Stos YouTuber has a program. Like, especially if you're making podcasts.
Like a content page for like a month or
at least once a week. But I only make videos when I feel a spark. It's I don't know. Maybe it's from watching someone else. Might give me inspiration. It might be an idea that just popped up in my head. Sometimes there's pressure because sometimes I don't make a video for like 2-3 weeks, and I start to feel the pressure that I need to. So that kind of gets the ball rolling.
Do you feel pressure from people? Like from your followers?
No, I feel pressure from YouTube.
From YouTube.
Literally. The algorithm will kind of fuck you up if you just don't make content often.
Okay.
It's pressure from the actual platform.
Εσύ δουλεύεις μόνος σου ή έχεις team που δουλεύει μαζί σου?
Yeah, by myself. If I need any help, Kadia will help me. Like if I need a second camera.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of my early videos, Kadia was my like cameraman.
Bravo, Kadia.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all by myself. I'm not good around. I can't be myself in my videos if someone's there. Okay. I can't even make a video now with Kadia's like in the room unless I need her to be there. Okay. I don't know why it's this thing where I don't do well if people are looking at me.
I would never think that because you're so, you're so like hyperactive in the videos.
Yeah, that's because I'm by myself. Okay. If someone's sitting there, I just kind of shut down. Yeah. So that's why I don't have an editor either, because during the video process, I know in my head while I'm saying something how I'm going to edit it.
Yes.
So I can't give all my shit to an editor because I know in my head how I want my shit edited. How you want it to be.
Have you ever hired anyone? Have you tried? No. You by yourself?
I don't mind the edit progress.
Really?
I kind of like the editing. Okay. It's relaxing for me.
That's probably fun. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not an editing person. That's why I have other people doing it for me. So like
most people do.
I have the idea, but I need people and help to like make the idea come to life.
I would say 90% of YouTubers have an editor.
Have or don't?
Have.
Yes, I think so too.
Especially the successful ones. Yeah.
But okay, about success. You are, if not one of the most famous YouTuber in Cyprus. How do you feel about that?
How do I feel?
Yes.
I don't really think about it. No, but because when you're a kid or when you're not famous and you see someone famous, you think that they must feel like up on a pedestal. They must feel like a king of the world. When you actually get there, you don't even realize it. Nothing changes.
So people don't come up to you in the streets and then...
Yeah, but not in... People got used to me. Not really.
Yes.
People come up to me, but it's not like how you'd think. They don't like, it's not like paparazzi, People just like, tujhe, tujhe,
Okay, but maybe it's not paparazzi because we're in Cyprus. But if you were in a different country, then...
Yeah, and actually, when I go to Greece, it's a bit more... I feel the fame a bit more, but I think that's because I'm from Cyprus, so I'm not in Greece often. So when I am in Greece, they feel like it's a rare occasion.
But your audience is more what, Greece or Cyprus?
85%
Greece.
85% Greece.
How? But you're in Cyprus. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
If you think about it, if you've got 1.4 million subs, Cyprus is only 1 million people.
Okay, that's true. Yes.
How many people in Cyprus like me? It's a small percentage.
That's true.
That's a tip. I usually give tips to. If any Cypriot YouTuber asks for my input, I would tell them to try and be a bit more Greek, because in Cyprus there's only so far you can go.
I feel like that's why I'm also debating on doing this in English or Greek, because like Greek, there's just like a certain amount that you can like audience that you can get interested in. So it's like Greece and Cyprus. But if you do it in English, you have other varieties of people
Yeah.
that can listen to
But
it.
that's the hard concept that I was in. At some point, I thought if I should switch it to English, because in Greece and Cyprus, there's only a certain limit.
Mm-hmm.
In English, you've got the whole world.
Yes.
But in English, there are hundreds of thousands of channels.
Yes, yes. That's also
So
true.
you could be excellent at what you do and never, ever get the recognition.
Okay.
Whereas in Greece, you could be kind of at what you do
Yes, yes.
and still become popular, you know?
But I mean, but you are the most famous person in Cyprus. I'm telling you. Anyone who I ask, they're like, of course we know him, you know. People are crazy. No, literally, they're crazy about you.
Really?
It's not only like men, like boys, you know. It's also like girls. They're like, because I mean, girls games, you know, some people don't really like playing games.
Yeah.
But people are like nuts.
Actually, well, I can tell you that my stats on the gaming channel is mainly boys, but on the main channel, did I say gaming channel before?
Yeah,
the gaming channel is mainly
channel.
guys. On the main channel though, it's like 70% boys.
Okay.
30% girls.
30% girls. Okay.
For a guy on YouTube is a lot, because most guys on YouTube tend to get 90% male audience. But I think it's because a lot of my content is geared towards young people's problems.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like male content.
Yes.
It's just general content.
Yes. How did you come up with the name 2J?
Everyone asks me that. There's no story.
There's no
when
story.
I was like 12 and I wanted to become a DJ, I even remember I was in school on the bench, and I was just thinking of a name, and for some reason DJ 2J sounded cool, but it doesn't mean anything.
But wait, there's also 1J, 3J, and Vlaga.
Right, because I came up with 2J for no reason, and in school people used to call me 2J instead of George.
Mm-hmm.
That was my nickname.
It kind of rhymes though. 2J George makes sense to me.
Καθόλου. How does 2J rhyme? People try to
maybe because of the J, George J, you know.
People try to come up with the J that doesn't mean anything. But yeah, when I used to get shit in school, the funny bullying phrase was, because my name was 2J,
yes,
they thought calling me 1J or 3J was funny.
Okay.
So when I started YouTube and came up with the characters, I kind of took the shit they used to talk about me with and use it to my advantage and call myself 1J and 3J.
Yeah.
I came up with Vlaga because they used to call me Vlagas in school because of my profora. So I took all the bullying aspects and kicked dirt back in their face, I guess, with the content.
Okay, and I mean, now you succeeded, so you did what you had to do, basically. And where are those people that were making fun of you? Do you know them?
A lot of them actually just say hi to me now.
Really?
Like,
okay.
Well, yeah, because it's been so long now, you know, like when... I guess they don't even remember how they used to treat me in school, you know. But I'm not the kind to say, ha, you failed and I succeeded, you know. They say hi to me, I'll say hi back. But generally, I don't talk to a lot of people.
I mean, but okay, you live in Ayanaba. People know you.
Yeah.
How can you not talk to people, you know?
I don't go out. You can ask Gadia.
Really?
She was like, let's go out. And I'm like, nope.
Gadi?
I don't know. I'm not a people's person. Like a lot of people that even meet me, they're like, he said, well, lapjo. Like, chill,
χαλαρά,
I'm like, well, yeah, that's just how I am.
Και εγώ περίμενα γενικά να είσαι έτσι πολλά chill και χαλαρός.
Okay.
Εντάξει, κανένας δεν μου είπε, επειδή κανένας δεν σε ξέρει, like, face to face, από τούτους που ξέρω εγώ. Αλλά they told me that he's probably very, like, hyperactive.
Yeah. Well, I've mentioned enough times on my videos, I warn people, if you see me on the street, just know that don't expect me to go, hello, you know. Nope.
So you just walk. And whatever happens,
I try to ignore people. If I'm on the street and I notice from my peripheral that someone might have recognized me, I'm like, you know. Do
you say no to pictures?
No, I always say yeah to pictures. And I'm never rude. If someone recognizes me, I'm not gonna be rude.
Yeah. So you're not like the other celebrities, like, oh my god, you know. No. Many people say no.
No, I've never said no.
I've got rejected so many times by celebrities.
Who? Who did it?
No, it was it was celebrities in Ukraine. Okay.
Like A-list celebrities.
Like no, okay, like we're talking about people that are really like famous in Ukraine, like singers.
Okay.
And maybe like also like 2-3 YouTubers. I got rejected just because they were not in the mood. You know? And it was also after the concert. And I was like, you know.
Well, if it's a singer or an actor, I kind of get it because they're bombarded constantly.
Okay.
But I feel kind of, I don't know, if for a YouTuber to say no is a bit of a shit move because
True.
without your audience, you wouldn't be jack shit.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of times I'm not in a mood at all, but I'll never say no to someone.
But you'll never say no and you'll put a smile face and just
Yeah,
go with the
yeah.
flow. Okay, the main question is, why did you stop doing the comment songs?
Why
Yep.
am I not?
Why are you not doing them?
Okay, so I did one, and then like 3 months later I did two,
Mm-hmm.
and then 6 months later I did three.
Yeah.
And I felt like every time I kind of had to up the ante, the production had to be something different and more cool.
Mm-hmm.
So comment song 1 was just one beat.
Mm-hmm.
Comment song 2 was 2 different beats.
Yes.
Comment song 3 had a chorus and I used green screen.
Okay.
Comment song 4 then had 2 beats, had a chorus. I was in Holland.
Mhm,
The production
mhm.
was better.
Yeah.
And so with every comment song, I felt like I had to do something better. And comment song 6, I threw so much into the comment song 6
Yes.
that even if I did 7, I have no idea how I can make 7 better than 6.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't.
Really?
Like if I make 7, it can't be worse than 6. It has to be better than 6. And I threw everything into 6. So I've kind of made it known now to my audience that comment song 7 will be my final video.
Okay.
When I ever decide to stop YouTube, because the channel started with comment song 1,
Mm.
so it would be poetry to finish it with comment song
Are you
7.
planning to finish the YouTube channel?
No, but it's been like 4 years now. I keep saying, yeah, maybe in a couple years.
Okay,
you
but
know-
I also feel like, you know, since you said you're not posting that frequently as you
Yeah.
were posting before. So,
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube channel became like a hobby now. Or
Well,
not.
No, it was a hobby. It became work.
But
now.
it became work. But
not
okay.
not boring work. Not like, well, fuck me, work.
Yeah.
You know, just it's more work now, and it has to be because on YouTube now there's so much you have to do to keep up, and I've
Mhm.
never been one for trends.
Okay.
So my numbers are pretty good for someone who completely avoids the trends. I avoid every trend.
Yeah,
if
that's
I
true.
can.
That's true. Because I watch your videos and you know, whenever there is a new trend, you usually expect the YouTubers or influencers to follow the trend.
Yeah.
Haven't seen one, you know? And I'm like, but how does he keep up the numbers? So you must be that interesting to the people, to the Greeks and Cypriots. The people watch you.
I think the people that watch me now like the fact that I don't do the trends. If
That's
I
true
ever
also,
do
yes.
anything or say anything that's slightly trendy, the
Mhm.
comment section's just like, oh, you busy following the trends. You know, so they like the fact that I don't follow the trend because
Yes.
I don't know. It's the right thing to do as a YouTuber is to follow the trend
Okay.
because you have to keep up with the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There's something. My belly's gone with it. There's something kind of, I don't know, cringy to me
Yes.
when I see all the YouTubers jump on a trend just for the
Mhm.
numbers. It bothers me personally,
Yes.
but it's the right thing to do. So I'm not gonna, talk shit about someone who does follow
Yeah,
the
yeah.
trends.
But do you have like the most famous video that got like the most amount of views or no?
I think the comment song 6 has the most amount of views. Apart from
Yeah.
that, I think Ελληνικά, Κυπριακά ζώα, maybe.
Nah.
I'm not sure.
I think that this is the one that Ελληνικά Κυπριακά ζώα that
Yeah.
people are concerned about because people are telling me remind him about the Ελληνικά Κυπριακά ζώα. It was one of his first ever comedy videos, small, funny animal videos that he did a voiceover. And why would you not stop doing them?
Did you post for people to write questions?
No. That was actually one of the questions that my friend
Okay,
told
why
me
did I
about.
stop?
Yeah.
I stopped because I kept getting copyright strikes. I kind of stopped all my
way.
parodies because the first 3-4 years of my channel,
Mm-hmm.
half of the videos were skits and parodies. I was really into parodies,
Yes,
even from
yes.
school.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting famous songs and making parody versions of them. I was always a parody person. And to make a parody on YouTube, you kind of need to get movie scenes or
Don't you have to have license for that? Cause they,
Yeah.
because then they
You
copyright
need to get
yeah.
something someone else has done and made a parody of
Yes.
it, and you get copyright strikes now.
Yes.
So all my Zoa videos, I don't get paid for many of them because they've all got copyright strikes.
And so
So-
that's why you had to stop doing
Yeah.
them. So even though you have so many views, it doesn't really pay you off. So it's not.
Yeah, most
like-
of the parodies have strikes, so I don't get really paid from them. If I do rarely do a parody, it has to be something that I know won't get a strike.
Okay. How do you like balance your life? Like social media, content creation, and not getting overwhelmed at the same time, and then your personal life and
My life's pretty chill actually, because a lot of people watching YouTubers would think that they have a hectic program. I kind of don't. Most of my days are chill.
okay.
I'm either writing a script or just not doing anything,
yeah.
because I have to be in a mood to do YouTube.
Yes.
So I'm really the wrong YouTuber to ask, because most YouTubers who upload every 2-3 days, like I used to. I
Yeah.
could tell you my old program was pretty hectic. I'd wake up, write a script, be straight on the video, edit. As soon as I'm done, straight onto the next script. That was my life for like 5 years.
Did you enjoy it though?
Kind of.
Enjoy it while it lasts. That's what
Yeah,
they
I
say.
enjoyed. Yeah. Basically, yeah. It lasted. It's the opposite. It lasted that way as much as I was enjoying it, and then
Yeah.
now I just kind of write when I feel like I have something to say.
So okay, but I mean, but you do still balance it somehow, like you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When I'm working on a video, then my personal life just kind of goes out the window, and I'll
Okay.
work 3, 4, 5 days strictly on that video
Okay.
until it's done.
Did you have or do you have a particular goal or like a motive that keeps you going on YouTube?
I had goals, but I reached all of them. I don't know if that sounds.
Okay. What about? Do you feel like you owe the people?
Do I owe people?
No, like not in a way that you owe them something, but in a way that you owe them the content.
Kind of. I kind of feel bad if like 2 weeks go by and I haven't made a video. I kind of feel like I need to, not only for me but for the people who want to see something
Yes.
from me. But yeah, I used to have all of my goals were stats based. So number 1 in Cyprus, 100,000 subs. Number 1 in
Yes.
Greece, 1 million subs. And once I got to 1 million on the main channel, my last goal was 1 million on the gaming channel.
How much do you have now?
1.1, I think, on the
Gaming.
channel.
So and the other was 1.4 together.
Yeah,
That's
and I just
2.5.
kind of stopped reaching for goals, and now I just make content when I feel like I have something to say.
So how prideful did you feel when you hit the 1 million?
How prideful,
Yeah.
as in like an egotistical kind of way.
Yes.
Uh,
We're all egoists at some point.
I did feel kind of prideful because back then, when I hit the 1 million, it was at a point where a lot of YouTubers were talking shit. A lot of videos came out telling people why they shouldn't watch my content. Or tuzen ya παιδιά. And
Αλλά
just-
νομίζεις κάποιος τα χαφορεί τούτα και νομίζει ναι, τούτος είναι σωστός.
yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Like if I make a video talking shit about you, for example,
Okay.
and even if I don't know you, or I could say something that isn't true,
Yes.
people will believe me, right? Why wouldn't they? So when
Well-
you've got a YouTuber coming out and trying to prove to people why they shouldn't watch me,
Yes.
yeah, a lot of people won't believe them. A lot of people will. So you'll always get a certain amount of damage done to your channel and your name. So when I hit the 1 million, it was kind of an ego boost.
Ego boost.
But I was never the kind to throw it in their face. I'd never be like, hey man, like number 1 subscribed. I was never like that. I do it as a joke in my videos.
But some people don't understand the joke. Come on, people see, when,
I
his
don't know,
ego's up.
I do tell people, if you can't tell when I'm being sarcastic, just stop watching my videos. Because I make it so obvious.
Yes.
When I'm being sarcastic, I've got this childish, obvious way of doing it. And so if you still don't get it, then go watch someone else.
If you don't get my humor, then you don't get me.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my humor so that everyone can get me.
Yeah, okay, that's also true. Don't change yourself for others,
Yeah.
which makes sense. Do you know what age range is watching you?
You can never really tell because a lot of people lie on the internet. So even when
Mhm.
I was 15, you know, you go on a site and say you're 18. So a lot of people that make accounts on
Yeah.
YouTube say
Mhm.
they're 18 plus.
Yes.
My stats say mainly 18 to 24-year-olds.
I think it's younger though. It's younger.
I know for a fact it used to be mainly school kids.
Yes.
But you would always get the odd adult that still watches my shit.
Mhm.
I've kind of moved away from what I used to be. Now I would say it's mostly mid to late teens.
I think so too, yes, because before doing your interview, I asked a bunch of people that are okay, like 40s, 30s. They don't know you.
Yeah.
I go to people that are under 25 and they're like, of course we do. You know,
Yeah.
so it's either that generation that was from like 2012 to like 2020
Yeah.
or the generation after that.
Well, it's funny because I get a lot of emails from parents and like 30 and 40-year-olds that have watched my content.
And what do they say?
Not like, I mean, fans, you know.
Hi.
Yeah,
like,
because I've kind of matured a lot.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, you could ask now a lot of 10-year-olds if they know me and they don't.
Okay. Well,
Because
yeah.
they're now all on TikTok and watching, you know, Mr. Beast and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So a lot of little kids don't know me compared to Balya when all the little kids knew me. But I'm kind of, I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Because
that
you've matured.
I've
and-
matured and I don't want little kids watching me.
Okay, so you said emails. So people are bombarding you with emails.
Yeah, well, especially after my latest videos
Mm.
about GL show, I get a lot of
And do
parents.
you respond to every single email?
I mostly don't respond.
Oh, I was surprised that you were going to respond to mine. I was like,
Well,
there's no way.
If it's a well-written email
Yes.
and something of importance, I'll respond.
Mm-hmm.
I do get a lot of emails that it's just, I don't know, there's nothing to say back, so I don't bother responding. But yeah, if like your email was professional, it was like, hi, I'm doing this and this, and you were kind.
Yeah.
You get a lot of people, believe it or not, that think I owe them something and should go on their podcast.
No.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I get emails like that.
Mhm.
So when I get emails like that, I don't even respond. I will say I would charge sponsors because that's a completely
Yes.
different
Okay.
thing.
Sponsors now is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
a sponsor says I want you to be in this TV ad, I'm not going to do that for free. You know.
True.
Saying that, I went to Mad for free.
Mad,
you know,
like
Mad TV.
Okay,
the,
Mad
the
TV.
awards, but that's
Yes,
awards.
yes.
It depends on the situation.
You got awarded. Wait, I don't know anything about
Yeah.
that.
No. Yeah. On the first year that they did the Creator Awards,
Mm-hmm.
which they're pretending was for the creators, but basically they wanted views from all the YouTubers, right?
Yes.
Because the Mad Awards, no one really gives a fuck about the Mad Awards
Yes.
anymore.
Yes.
So they wanted views from the YouTubers, so they did a Creator Award. I got the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple years later, they wanted me to perform on stage. So I
Okay.
did that.
But that's
But
yeah.
it's no. Saying that, I would think all the rappers got paid to do that.
Of course.
But I mean,
yeah.
I don't.
It's all
I
commercial.
don't care.
It's all commercial.
I don't. Maybe I don't care because I realized at my peak when I was getting the most views and the most money, my depression just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
My depression went through the roof for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of realized that as long as you've got enough money to, you know, just to do a few things you want to do, that's fine. I don't need to be a multi-millionaire,
Okay, that's
you
true.
know, because
Like, so you don't need to be a multimillionaire. It's like, no, okay, for you to feel comfortable and live a comfortable
Yeah,
life,
I'm
you need to have so
comfortable and
much
that's
money.
it.
Like,
that's it. Yeah.
but that's good. I mean,
I don't
you
know.
know, you as a kid,
Yeah.
did you think you would be who you are now and where you are now?
That's a weird question because it's kind of like yes and no. Because when I was a kid, I always imagined being famous, but as a
Really?
musician. Because I was into rap. I was heavily into
Yeah.
rap. So when you're like 15 and you're into writing songs, the dream is to be a famous musician. And I kind of always pictured myself doing something
Mm-hmm.
because I believed in my production ability.
Okay.
But I never pictured doing it on YouTube.
But
You
I
know.
think becoming a famous musician is way harder than becoming a famous YouTuber.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Competition.
competition, but there's a lot of luck involved. There's a lot of playing the game, as
Mhm.
they say. You know, because the moment you start becoming famous through music, all the companies get involved
Yes.
and they want you to do things.
There are labels.
Yeah.
That could help you.
You don't have to be with a label.
You don't have to, but it helps you at the beginning.
Yeah, if you're not with a label, the label will find a way to get rid of you. Either join them or don't bother, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. Do you know Offbeat Records?
I know the name.
It's the one in Greece. It's like the most famous label. It's where all the rappers are at. Sasuke, Mente Fuerte, Siddhartha, everyone else. I mean, look at them now. You know.
Yeah. Well,
like they're famous.
Yeah, because as soon as someone pops off and starts to become famous, one of the labels will grab you.
Yeah.
And if you say no to all of them, they'll find a way to get rid of you, basically. That's how the music business goes. And once you're in the music business, you have to do what the label says because the label's paying you.
Yeah.
So if they want you to make this, you have to make it. If they want you to open a TikTok account and do something stupid,
you have to do it.
If you want to be in pretend beef, like what a lot of these rappers do, where they pretend like they're arguing, it's all fake.
Yes.
It's shit that you have to do.
True, but I mean, do you want to rap in the future? No, finish. Like, no more DJing, no more rapping, no more songs, no more music.
I still do. I still make music here and there, but it's more for my content rather than, I don't call myself a rapper. If I do anything with music in the future, it will be with production.
So are you going to be producing other people?
I have no idea.
Imagine if that happens. It's going to be like a 2J Records, 2J label.
I
2J
have
label.
no idea. I stopped. Σταμάτησα los στόχους, as I said, because every time I tried, there was always obstacles.
Άκου, έχει πολλά άτομα που ξέρω εγώ που κάνουν rap και θέλουν να γίνουν μεγάλοι. Αλλά εντάξει, στην Κύπρο να γίνεις μεγάλη με μουσική νομίζω πρέπει να πάεις Ελλάδα να το κάνεις.
Well, yeah, if you're talking about Cypriot rappers that rap
I'm talking about like people that I know that I don't know if you heard about SK Productions. It's like a production company that is like a label and they're like trying to do something and they're like trying to become rappers, but whenever they release a song, nothing happens.
Are their songs Greek?
The raps, yes.
Are they Cypriot or Greek?
They're English.
No, the songs.
Oh, Cypriot. And Greek. I'm not sure. I think it's both.
Cypriot, that's the medium.
Really?
Anyone I ever met that does Cypriot rap, I said, like, how many people are going to listen to you if you're doing Cypriot rap?
Okay, that's true. Not a lot.
No Greek person understands what you're saying. English people don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're doing Cypriot rap, you'll get 30,000 views on a song maximum. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no point to me personally. But I say the same thing to Cypriot YouTubers. I tell them to stop talking Cypriot, talk Greek. But
then, okay, that's the risk as well with your YouTube channel. If you had to choose between Cypriots, like Cyprus talking in Cypriot and talking in Greek, isn't it?
I started in Cypriot. If you look at my early videos, it's heavily Cypriot with a bit of English. And I quickly realized that Greek people want to watch me. Mm-hmm. I was getting a lot of comments saying, Μαλάκα, θέλω να δω το βίντεο because it seems funny, αλλά δεν καταλάβω τα μισά.
Αλλά το accent σου είναι καλαμαρίστικα, είναι.
On the videos, I try to keep it Greek.
Προσπαθώ,
μιλώ καθαρά ελληνικά
και
πετάσω καμιά κυπριακή λέξη.
Εντάξει, αλλά έχεις και τούτο Ιταλική. Ακούω κάτι διαφορετικό εγώ και δεν καταλαβαίνω.
I think it's my English accent.
I'm not sure what is it mixed with because you're Italian-Cypriot.
Yeah, but I don't talk Italian.
But you don't talk Italian?
No. One of my regrets of life.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my mom's fully Italian.
Your mom's fully
Italian.
Italian.
I can't count to 5 in Italian. You know,
how did you not learn from your mom?
I don't know. I had Italian in school as well. In Ligio, I had Italica and I didn't learn anything.
Πού έπιες σχολείο?
Παραλίμνη. Yeah.
Okay. Εντάξει, άκου. Ό,τι να είναι τώρα. Δεν μπορείς να αλλάξεις. Μπορείς να μαθαίνεις. Άμα θέλεις, μπορείς να κάτσεις και να μάθεις.
Yeah, there's no point now.
There's no point. There's no point.
Yeah. Well, back to what was the subject? Talking Cypriot.
We're talking about Cypriot rap and the people.
Yeah, I don't find if you wanna make Cypriot rap, because
mom, that's my mom, by the way.
Hi, mom. If you want to make Cypriot rap because you enjoy it, you actually enjoy it, then great, do that. Mm-hmm. But if you're aiming to become successful,
yes,
you can't.
You can't.
You can't.
So Cyprus is too small of a market.
Yeah, you can't.
That's good for me to know as well.
Yeah, I get.
No, I know that Cyprus is a very small market, and I'm very scared and I'm very skeptical. That's why I'm doing it in English.
Right,
you know.
Okay, well, if you'd allow me to give you a couple tips,
Of course.
I would say try and get as many Greek people as possible.
That's τούτο προσπαθώ να κάνω.
Of course, bring Cypriots, you know, because it's good to help where your country is, I suppose. But a Greek name will bring in Greek views. I can't say the same for English because, as I said...
So you're talking about, like, bringing Greeks?
Yeah, like who you were going to bring, right?
Yeah, but that guy, too big of an ego.
Yeah, okay. So if one of these rappers, for example, accept that the lighting's changed...
The lighting's changed. What
happened
with the lights?
Yeah, but like bring in another Greek YouTuber or a Greek rapper would help.
Yes.
I don't know about English because I have no idea.
I was thinking about Bloody Hawk.
Yeah.
There's a new one, Locomono.
Bloody Hawk wouldn't even work with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? He was here recently.
I wanted Bloody Hawk to feature on one of my comment songs.
Okay.
Maybe that's why. Because
how did you reach out?
I emailed him. He did reply, but he was like, what you do is kind of too comedic.
For him?
I get it because he is like a serious rapper and he wouldn't want to...
Well, have you been to one of his concerts? Please, it's not that serious.
This was years ago though. I don't know. Maybe he was...
Try now, I think. And also Danny Gambino. He's like a new guy.
Yeah.
Also a rapper. They recently had a concert with Bloody Hawk here. I really want to try with them because they're simple, they're new, but they're famous, you know? So I think they're like easier.
Yeah, well, let me know how much they charge.
I hope they won't charge. I literally hope they won't charge.
Man, it's weird because there are celebrities like in America, there are top like A-list celebrities that go on interviews and shit for free.
For free? Like
so
who?
I find it really weird. No, I don't know names.
Oh, you don't know names?
I don't know specifics, but I do know that when they're invited to certain interviews or radio shows, if they're in the area, they'll just go and do it. Okay. So I find it weird for like a trapper in Greece to say,
True.
Yeah. Fuck off.
It's the ego. I think it's the ego. Like it's the ego and the fact that they're...
You know what? It's the age.
Maybe. Okay.
When I look at 20-year-old trappers and shit, I get it. I don't agree with it. And I do diss them for fun, but I get it. I don't get 35-year-old or 40-year-old rappers that have that ego on them. That to me just says, okay, you're kind of stupid. Right?
True.
I do get it from the kids though. I get it from 20-year-olds. Yeah. I get why they like that.
You went through so much and like to where you are. How did you stay positive? I
never was.
You never was positive?
Not always. Kadia, do you want to talk about my positivity? No, like there were a lot of moments. I'm a pessimistic person, actually, to be honest. I'm not a positive person. So if you come to me and say, oh, I want to start a podcast, my first reaction would be the negatives. I would come straight to you and say, but here are all the problems. Like I do that with Kadia and it annoys the fuck out of her, but that's how I am. That's how I approach everything. So if I'm writing a scenario or a video, I don't think about how people will like it. I think about how
people won't like it.
If I did something that people won't like. But that works for me. That's how I've always been.
Since your childhood or?
Yeah.
So something has affected you during your childhood to be like that? Or not?
Probably my school years.
Because of the bullying?
Yeah. I don't talk about the bullying. Well, I don't talk about it as in a lipithiteme kind of way. But I think that kind of built my character. I'm not pessimistic generally in life as in, I'm not like this grumpy old guy, right? But when it comes to problem solving, I take the pessimistic side of things. So your original question was how I stay positive.
Yes.
Well, I haven't gone through that much shit for me to like after school life. My life was fine.
I mean, you started DJing YouTube hardships. And stuff, and you were getting famous. But also, like, I feel like now with the podcast, I have many people hating on me. Many people hating on me. The people that I know, they're like, oh no, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You know, and for me, I'm like, I expect from you, like, support. you know?
Yeah.
And then I see something else, and that's kind of like, so
Yeah.
I feel like, but you had probably much more hate than I have now.
I always, you always get that. Even now, even from the beginning till now, you get people that just don't like what you do.
But now people are used to you, your content, your comments, and your opinions and stuff. So I feel like, you know.
There are certain people that will just never like you. Like you personally, there are certain people that will just never like you.
I know, and no,
Right.
like I don't think everyone has to like me. You
Yeah,
know?
but I mean,
Obviously.
let's say someone talks shit about this podcast.
Yes.
You could bring someone like extremely famous, and they'll
Yes.
still talk shit about the podcast.
Okay, that's true.
Just because
That's true. Just
just-
because they want to.
it's just settled in them that
Yeah.
they just don't like you. You know.
Was there like a particular, I don't know, situation or moment throughout the career where you felt like, okay, I'm giving this shit up. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much for me.
Yeah, I think at my peak, when my depression was at its peak, I kind of thought about quitting, and
So you had a depression as well.
at
Because of YouTube?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like as I said before, 2017-18 was my peak. I was
Mhm.
getting millions of views per video.
Mhm.
I was getting more money, but for some reason my depression was at
Yeah.
a peak. Maybe it was the pressure, and I did consider just kind of quitting.
Mhm.
But as I kind of matured and my content matured, and the kids who were watching kind of dropped off and my views kind of dropped down, it became a lot more relaxing to make videos, because I
Yes.
thought, okay, now that I'm not making the content that all these kids want me to make, the people who are now here and watching are the people who actually do want to see me for me. So now when I open the camera and talk about shit, I feel like I can say whatever I want. Just θα παρεξήσει ο κόσμος.
Και ένα σύστημα να πεις.
Yeah, because they're here just to hear my opinion. If they don't
Yes.
like it, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
How different do you see the kids and teenagers now than they were before? Do you see any difference?
Like generally. how
Like,
kids
yeah,
are
like generally, like, I
similar.
mean, because I think, and from what I hear, like from my parents and from elderly people, the generation now is really fucked up.
Yeah.
Really fucked
No, I
up.
talk about that a lot. It's one of my main subjects lately. The past
So
year.
you're passionate about that
Yeah,
subject? Like,
I'm passionate about human stupidity. Stupidity, right? I fucking hate this.
So-
Like, to me, everyone's just become so brain dead.
and why do you think
And
people
a lot
are
of people
brain dead?
A lot of people think that I think about this because I'm getting older, and so I
Mhm.
think young people are stupid. But I actually believe that young people are becoming stupid. It's because of the content. Because we're just
Because of
constantly,
social media.
yeah, we're just constantly on our phones now,
Mhm.
and I mean, we've been on our phones for years, but the kind of content that comes out today, this quick form
Yes.
TikTok kind of content,
Yes.
is actually making people's attention span drop,
Yeah.
like literally.
Yeah.
So like you'll notice it, even you and me, right?
Yeah.
Like I find it difficult to watch a 20-minute YouTube video now, right? I still will because
Yeah.
of my principles, but never expect a 12-year-old today to sit down and watch a 20-year-old YouTube video.
I prefer to go and watch something on TikTok than going and watching something on
right.
YouTube, to be honest.
Because it's just constant.
yeah.
It's constant. If you don't like even on YouTube, if you don't like the first 5 seconds, you'll turn the
out.
video off.
You're out.
You're out, and it's it's today's content that's caused that.
Mm-hmm. But okay, I don't only think that it's social media now that is the issue with teenagers, that we have access to everything so much easier than you guys had
Right.
in your teenage life.
So
Like, we can talk about anything. It's like drugs, cigars, doing things without, like
Yeah.
getting into clubs is so much easier now.
So what
Driving a car is so much easier now.
So do you mean it in
everything.
the sense of it kind of desensitizes you to everything because everything's just easy?
Everything is out there, yeah. Like, I mean, and I think teenagers nowadays are way older than they are. Like, for example, you can be 14 and
More
you're
mature,
like
you
a 17, 18
Yeah.
year old, Actually, there's pros and cons to this, and there's like the goods and the bads.
Yeah, but what are the pros to this?
Like,
Because I don't
okay,
see
listen.
any pros.
For me, like, I'm 16.
Right.
And I'm doing so many things at the same time, okay? And because I have a mindset, but that's my mindset, and that's my choice, that I want to succeed in life. But at the same time, I know people that are 17, 18, 19, and 20. They're still not doing anything. They don't have any goals in their life. I don't know, they're like, what, smoking weed every week, every day,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
you're the
And I'm
exception, see, because you're 16 and you've already created this podcast and
Yeah.
you're already getting guests on the podcast. So you're the exception of a 16-year-old who's kind of wants to go out and get things, like a go-getter. Like I was
Yeah.
like that at 16 as
Really?
well.
Okay.
But most people aren't. And it was harder back then for me. Imagine today when you're in the comfort of, like you said, you can get anything you want, right? So you're constantly in your comfort zone. So there's no reason to feel the need to go out and get something.
Also true.
I feel. I don't know. Maybe like did you have? Is there a reason why you started a podcast? Do you have any hardships in your life? Because I feel that people with hardships are usually the ones that want to go out and prove themselves.
This is a hard question to...
And now you're a psychologist. Now.
Yeah, no, that's a great question, actually. No, I feel like... So my main motive with this podcast is at some point to see if I can make money out of it. And I don't know why, but I have this stress. I think it's chronic stress. It's called Nimchinskiy stress in Russian. I don't know if it's the same in English, that's why. Chronic stress.
Yeah.
That I have to make money. Because... I have a mindset that my parents are not always going to be here. I have a mindset that I have a smaller brother. And if what.
But see, certain things in your life have caused you to think that. Because a lot of 16-year-olds are cushy and fine in life and their parents give them everything and they don't feel the need to go and get something.
My parents also give me everything. But at the same time, you know, my mindset is like,
it's good to be like that. It's good that you're actually admitting that you're trying to find a way to make money.
Yeah.
It's good to admit that because, you know, most people start content creation today for that reason.
No, that's why I started with like SMM, social media management. That's where I started off originally. I got like a couple of clients, you know, and then I was like, okay, this is like, I'm not going to be on my phone constantly. I have to do something else.
Right.
So that's like
we'll
my
see
plan
now.
B.
So now you're going to feel what I started feeling with the stress. You're going to start getting people on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And the stress now becomes, how do I get more views?
Yes.
Because I'm not making any money, right?
How do I get more views?
So that becomes a stress. And then,
Yeah.
and then you start clickbaiting because you're like, oh, this title was better than that title. This thumbnail was better than that thumbnail. And, you know, it starts to become a stress. So you just got to handle, try and handle the stress, try and become successful without selling out.
Yeah, that's the difficult part about it.
Out.
No, I don't want to seem like, you know, like all around the place and stuff. But like I say, I need to find my balance as well.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Why games? Do you actually like and enjoy sitting and playing games?
I got into games late in my life. As a kid, I never had a PlayStation or anything. I was always the kid that went out to play football. I got into gaming in my 20s.
Okay.
So I didn't make the gaming channel for the views. I actually got into gaming. I actually play more games at home than I do on the gaming channel.
You enjoy it.
If I've got
so it's
free
like your
time,
leisure time.
Yeah. If I've got free time, I'll be on the PlayStation.
I don't understand how to play a game. I don't have even one game on my phone. I don't know. If I download a game, I don't know how to play it. My brother, he's 7. Sorry, I interrupted you. My brother, he's 7, and he's playing anything you possibly can think of in this whole entire world. Roblox, Minecraft, Call of Duty, those other guns and...
yeah, well, at the end of the day, it's just content, right? So, like, do you watch Netflix?
Yes.
Right, so instead of playing games, you watch Netflix. Your brother, instead
of
watching...
I read the book.
Right,
instead
even
of
better.
Games, I read the book.
So it's just what, you know, content you want to consume, I guess.
But the games was after the main channel, right?
Yeah, it's funny because I used to mock gaming channels. I used to mock people that watched gaming channels because I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Right, when gaming popped off, like PewDiePie made it very famous to watch someone else playing games.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, he's the one who started this whole
yeah.
gaming thing, right? And to me, it was funny. It was like, why the fuck would you watch someone play a game instead of playing it yourself?
Yes.
And I used to mock it. And then like a year later, I'll open a gaming channel because I thought, well, if I'm going to play games, might as well try and make content with it.
Are you on Twitch?
No.
Why not?
Because most of all my audience is on YouTube. I kind of feel...
So if you do it on Twitch...
If I just open a live on YouTube, all my subscribers will get the notification.
Okay,
I kind of feel it's a hassle to why why do Twitch? Why make my YouTube followers have to go to Twitch instead of just being
all
on
those
YouTube?
1.1 million. Pro 1.1 million. Do you have the plate, by the way, from YouTube?
Yeah.
For both of the channels?
Yeah, the second one I haven't opened it yet. It's just sitting there.
How long has it been?
It's been months. The gaming one.
The gaming one. You were waiting so long for it that you didn't open the plates.
I was kind of thinking how to make something funny from it on the gaming channel. And I don't know what to do. It's just sitting there in the box.
I mean, but okay, so you were waiting for it for so long, you still didn't open it. And you have the 100,000 subscribers one, right?
Yeah.
So it goes like 100,000 and then it's 1 million, right?
Yeah, and then it's 10 million. You get a diamond for 10 million.
I heard about the diamond one.
Yeah, I think PewDiePie and Mr. Beast are the only ones who got special ones because I think they passed 50 million.
Bro, Mr. Beast, his content is so out of nowhere. Like, you know, it's just random, but people watch it. So
yeah, I actually have a lot to say about that kind of content, but I try to avoid it because people think I'm just hating on Mr. Beast.
What's your opinion on Mr. Beast?
Well, I don't know him personally, like I'm not gonna say, oh, he's an asshole, but his content has kind of fucked everything up for YouTube.
Is it clickbait? Is it like fake most of the time? What do you think?
It's that quick content, right? He's kind of brought the TikTok thing to YouTube. Yeah. Like his first 5 seconds of the video is shouting, thumbnail, subtitles. Today I'm gonna. Like, he goes bang straight to the subject, and there are so many Mr. Beast copycats now. Whereas everyone, you have to say names. Everyone, right?
No, but I thought about Cyprus. That's why I'm like,
yeah, man. There's just so many of them, right? So that's kind of become the norm. And when you try to make normal content on YouTube, people find it boring because they're so used to this Mr. Beast thing. Yeah. And like, I don't have a problem with Mr. Beast because he started this thing and it's his thing, right?
He's making a lot of money.
But yeah, it's his thing. But I get annoyed with all these other YouTubers that just copy it for the numbers. Yeah, that's not their thing. You're just doing what's popular for the trend, which is part of YouTube. Yes, it's part of the algorithm to do so if you want to get paid.
That I agree on.
But most of it is so fake and just cringy to me. Yeah. To me personally.
What do you think about how Phidias Panayiotou went and hugged Elon Musk and all those 50 days?
Like this is what I'm talking about. Like one part of you says, okay, bravo.
Actually, for me, it was very wow. So how convincing can the guy be to hug Elon Musk? You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. On one side, you say bravo. You've gone out to you set a goal and you've done it. But on the other side, you're an extremely annoying. Yeah. You're extremely annoying to everyone to get what you want to get. And I have personal experience because one of his first videos was with me. I don't know if you saw it.
No, most probably not.
Okay. He out of nowhere decided to start living on his roof.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that. Oh wait, is it where he brought the chair to the roof?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Out of nowhere, he started living on his roof in the heat. Right? In the heat. Yeah. And people started messaging me, there's this guy, Phidias, he's on his roof, and he says he won't get down until you give him his gaming chair.
Right? I remember it. Okay, now I remember it.
He was making videos.
That's where I found out about you.
And in the beginning, I ignored it. I was like, the fuck is this?
Yeah. But you feel bad for the guy.
I started getting so many messages from people saying, look, this guy's on his roof. He won't get down. Yeah. It's actually pretty dangerous. You can see it from his face that he's not having a good time. Yeah. So I was like, that's how fuck it. I'll give him his chair. But he was and he kind of pressured me. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, but you pressured me into making this video with you that I didn't want to do. If you look at me in the video.
Did he reach out to you before doing the video and the whole roof thing?
I don't remember if I had to message him or he messaged me. But if you look at me in the video, I'm like kind of annoyed. I'm just kind of like.
Wait, so he wanted you to give him your chair?
Yeah, so
forever.
So we met up. He bought me another chair. He gave me another chair, but we met up with my gaming chair so he could make content. 2J gave me his gaming chair, right? Yeah. Which isn't a big deal, right? There was problems in the world, right? But the fact that you pressured me into making this video that I didn't want to do, you're now doing this with Elon Musk. Like, you think Elon Musk wants to come out of his way to hug a YouTuber, right? So you're kind of, I don't agree with that. It might be because I'm more mature now. I don't agree with the way you're going about
How
things.
many years ago was that?
The chair.
The chair thing. Yeah, it was like
I'm not
2020. It was before pandemic, I think.
Yeah, maybe 4 years
1918.
ago. I don't know.
Okay, the guy, I think he has crazy content. Like, so what? Sleeping in the airport for free, doing this for free, crossing the, I don't know if you watch him, crossing the world in a bus for free,
Yeah.
crossing the country. Was it? I don't know, but like, it's just like.
Yeah, it's content that's like.
I feel like that's also Mr. Beast type.
Well, yeah.
Have you watched his videos?
Yeah.
One of the latest
No,
ones.
yeah,
It's like
that-
bam bam.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone
Yeah,
copies
yeah.
Mr. Beast. So if you watch one of his videos, it's just another Mr. Beast kind of thing. Which,
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do, fine. No one says you can't do that. Just me personally, me trava καθόλου
Yeah.
to watch someone doing things for the algorithm. You can tell straight away it's for the algorithm. You can tell you're not having fun doing this. You're doing this because it's paying you.
But also, you look at this from the side of a professional.
That's the
People that
thing.
are behind the screens
Yeah.
and they're just day life people.
Yeah.
They don't have that in
Yeah,
mind.
they come home
So
from work.
that's why it works, and that's why the scam is working. But for people like you, of course, like professional.
No, it works because people come home from work and they just want to sit
They're
down
bored,
and relax. They
yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
look at me explaining in detail why the educational system is fucked up. They
Yeah.
just want to watch a video on Halaros. So that's where you'll watch someone like Mr. Beast.
Mhm.
But as a creator, and a lot of creators, not just me, I don't know why, most creators don't speak out. I don't know why. There's a lot of people that fucking hate that kind of content, but they're
Yes.
too scared to speak out. Because for us, it's all for the algorithm.
Mhm.
You know, it's like the same with music. When I look at rappers do things purely because it's gonna sell to the 12-year-olds,
Mhm.
it's cringy as fuck.
Would you
And
try doing a video like
never.
that? No.
No,
No, not even you. That
I
you
do it
would
for
know
parody.
you would get a lot. of
I've
views.
already written a sketch that mocks it, like a Mr. Beast.
Post it. Do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I need to do it, but no, I'd never do that. Like, do you know I won't say a name, but
Mhm.
there's this YouTuber in Greece who does that kind of content.
Female, male.
Male. He never used
I'm
to.
not sure.
He
I'm
never
not
used
sure.
to make gaming videos, but then he switched to Mr. Beast kind of content.
Okay, because it works better. Isn't
Yeah, right.
It?
And we
So-
actually met up because he wanted to meet me and stuff. We met up, and he wanted to do. Sorry, voice crack. He wanted to do a video,
Mhm.
but he wanted to do one like the shit that he does, which is Mr. Beast kind of stuff. And I wanted to do a simple Q&A, and
Mhm.
he preferred not to do a video with me rather than to make that kind of content. And I
Yes.
preferred not to do a video with him if I'm gonna make that kind of content.
Yes.
So anyone that approaches me to make that kind of content,
Mhm.
it's just I can't be involved in something I know is purely for the algorithm. It bothers
Yeah.
me morally. I know that sounds like
No, it sounds
you know I'm
normal.
not
I mean,
the
yeah,
most
yeah.
moral person on earth, but when it comes to creation, whether it's music or YouTube, to me it's how πόσο είναι να πέσω χαμηλά για να κάνω
Στα
ένα
μάτια
βίντεο,
τους
you know what I'm
άλλους.
saying? Yeah, and yeah, so
How long does it take you to create a video?
it completely depends on what it is. Like
Okay, let's say the latest video.
like the Pita Moises episode,
Ναι.
I'd cut the comments a day before, and in a
Mhm.
day I've recorded and edited the whole thing.
So in one day, it takes you
In
one
one
day.
day. The GL show video I did where I broke down, I don't know if you saw that.
Mhm.
That took me 4 days editing for some reason. Took me 3-4 days to write the script.
What about the filming itself?
The filming's not a problem because it's always just me. I just
And
set the
Kadia,
camera
right?
and it's
Okay.
just me. Yeah. Well, Gadia's involved if you see me moving about and the camera's moving about,
Yeah.
you know that's
Yeah,
Gadia.
okay, that's
but that's
Gadia.
rarely any of what I make anymore. I just sit the camera in my studio and talk by myself.
Okay. And your family, they're never in the videos. I never saw
No,
a
my
video.
dad was in one, my mum was in one, my sisters were in one.
Oh, you have sisters.
Yeah, 2 married sisters with kids.
Okay.
Their kids were in 1 or 2.
So they have a proud uncle. You know, they're proud of their uncle probably.
Yeah, I guess. Well, they used to watch my content. They don't anymore.
Too old now? Or
No,
what?
it's just what you said before with today's content.
Yeah.
Like, they can even admit that
Mhm.
they kind of don't watch my content anymore. They're on TikTok, you know. It's just how the
Do you post
is.
on TikTok?
No, I don't have one. I disagree with TikTok
Why?
because I disagree with TikTok.
But wouldn't you get so much more
Yes,
views?
Well, welcome to my brain. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Remember when I said I'm surprised with the amount of views I get?
Yes.
I have zero presence on TikTok. Any presence on TikTok is because other people are re-uploading my shit.
I feel like you would get a lot
No, yeah, I
of money
would.
from TikTok.
I would. But because I believe TikTok type of content is literally making kids stupid,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a reason why your son or daughter is becoming stupid. Now, watching if I'm on TikTok, watching my TikTok won't change anything. It's not
Yes.
going to make someone more stupid because I'm
Yes.
just another
Mm-hmm.
person on TikTok. But I morally don't want to be part of it.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Okay, but I mean, okay, if you were actually egoistic and all about money, you would be on TikTok.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I'm getting another picture, you know?
Yeah, no, if this was purely just a job for me,
Mhm.
I'd be on TikTok. I'd make trap kind of music.
Mhm.
I'd be going out doing events. I
So-
haven't done an event in years. I would go out and charge people 10
By the way,
euros
yeah,
to
why
come
don't
and
you do
meet me.
like why don't you make like events
Yeah,
like
I
Cypriots
could.
for example?
Because it's a
why
hassle, because
not?
it's a
Why not?
strain, because it's a stress. It stresses me out because
Stresses you out.
I'm an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
My most panicky moments ever in my life was when I was going to Athens to do events.
Ah,
So I was on stage in front of 4,000 people,
yes.
all looking up at you. It's just,
Too stressful?
it's not me. Yeah, I'm not made for show business in that way.
But that's just, that's such a contrast because, I mean, you're out there for millions of people, okay? Because, I mean, for sure, more people watch you than they follow you, okay?
Yeah.
You're out there for those many people. You know that they can make memes out of your videos and
Yeah.
etc., but you're scared to stand on a
Oh,
stage.
if it's online, I'm fine.
Yeah, because,
I'm
like, no one's there to actually tell
Yeah,
you
in
and
my
judge you.
room, I'm not nervous whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it helps me to know that hundreds of thousands of people are going to watch what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
right now. But if you put me on a stage,
Yes.
I'm just useless.
So are you scared? Do you feel the same for podcasts or
A little
podcast
bit,
TV
a little
shows and
bit.
etc.?
Yeah, it's how I am. Like now, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was slightly nervous, just for no reason.
No, I was nervous as well.
Yep, just because I'm talking to someone else
Yes.
that's not in my circle makes me nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if it was all about the money, like I do certain sponsors with Yermanos. They're do you know Yermanos?
I heard about
They're
him.
big in Greece. They're
Yes,
like,
yes. I heard about it.
And I was doing a sponsor with them where I was the host of a show where we'd bring in famous sports stars
Mm-hmm.
and I would ask them questions like what you're doing now.
Yes,
I'd be the
yes,
host.
you would be the
And it was
host.
so nerve-wracking for me
Okay.
that despite the really good money it was paying, I said to them, once the contract's up, I'm not signing
So
a
how
new
long
one.
was that?
I was doing that for 2 years.
Oh.
And then, but no, it wasn't that often. We
Okay.
made like a total of 6-7 videos in 2 years.
Okay.
But I said to them, I'm not writing another contract. It's too nerve-wracking for me. And we're talking about like an hour.
And
I would rather not
yeah,
get paid
yeah,
than
yeah.
be a nerve-wrack for an hour.
For an hour.
So fuck that. So that's where I'm at right now.
And even with all that experience, you still didn't overcome the.
Yeah, no, the
You know,
stress.
the
No,
stress.
I'm an anxious.
That's just how you are,
I'm a
though.
stressful person.
But I feel like in your childhood, like whatever a person is when they're an adult, the issues and the complexes and etc. comes from their childhood. Something
Yeah.
triggers, even if you don't know. Like me, I'm 16 now, and I'm starting to like realize things that I have in myself, the minuses and the pluses, and I know that something in my childhood triggered me, but I just don't know what exactly. But something did,
Yeah, I think you'll realize when you're older.
Really.
Because when I was older, I realized, well, like my parents and both my sisters used to work all the time. So I was constantly
Mhm.
home alone, like all
Yes.
day. That kind of made me expressive. Like I
Yes.
used to work on productions. I used to make stupid videos by myself. And
Mhm.
like that made me the 2J you see now,
Yeah.
right? The fact that I got bullied a lot in school
Mhm.
was what made me say, okay, fuck all of you. I'm going to prove myself.
Yes.
So it's all the things you that happened to you as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you realize that when you're older. You don't realize it as you're going through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're okay. I don't know if you want. You can answer this question. If you don't. Your only income is YouTube, right?
Now, yeah.
Now, yeah. And is it paying off?
Yeah.
It's paying off.
Yeah.
And you allow yourself a nice life, like you're free to do things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said before. As long as I'm comfortable,
Mhm.
like the money I get now, I'm happy with
You're
it.
happy with it.
I don't feel the need to say oh, I have to do this sponsor to make another
Yes.
50 grand. Like the amount of times I say no to sponsors. You
Why
have no
not
idea.
though?
I say
Imagine.
no.
No, I can imagine how many
Right.
emails you have with
No, I
sponsors.
mean,
but
I say no to 90% of my sponsors because they want me to do something that's not me. I've worked with Lion, I've worked with Nestle, I've done a lot of things. It's just as the moment a company comes to me and want me to do something that isn't me, that I find a bit cringy, I'd rather say no to the money than do it.
What if someone asked you to film a commercial with them? Like, I don't know, like
I did that.
let's take Kalamakin Bar. Do you know what Kalamakin Bar is?
No, but I did that with Papadopoulou.
Like, I'm talking about like restaurants and bars and stuff. Would you do that? Like a commercial to like, or you know the app Ride Now?
No.
Ride Now, like
Ride Now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ride Now, like
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah.
Like Smurf did the.
Yeah.
I think. Would you work with them if they reached
It depends what it is, right? So the Ployemi Star, this specific kind of biscuits,
Yes.
they came to me, I think in 2018.
out?
2018, and they paid me really good money to do a TV ad, but the ad was, you do a production, music production, whatever production you want, rap,
Yes.
whatever rap you want. They
Yes.
gave me some keywords, so it was up to me to make a production and rap, and the advert was me rapping, but in different locations.
Yes.
Right, so I was comfortable with that, so I did it.
Because it's something that you wanted to do.
Yeah, but if they come up to me and said, you know, sit in a chair and
Say this and that.
say this and this and pretend that you're eating a biscuit and go, I say, fuck off. I wouldn't even do that for 50 grand.
Something more live and something more chill.
Yeah,
and
but
your own.
But like, I might be like that because like economically uncomfortable now.
Yes.
If I was like I could hardly pay my rent, I'd do it.
Would you do anything?
I don't
Even to
know.
embarrass yourself?
I don't know because I haven't been there. Because the first years I had no sponsors, so I started making money on YouTube, and then when I gradually got into sponsors, the money wasn't that much, so I was kind of half doing things I like and what they want.
Were you afraid that you would post something and that would get you cancelled?
Yeah. Wait. I remember the feeling. I'm trying to remember why I had the feeling.
Or like what video was that?
It was lately. I can't remember for some reason. I lately posted a video. Δεν με ενδιαφέρουν τα συναισθήματα σας. Where I told them, look, I'm gonna say things as raw as I want.
Yeah.
And if you're offended, I don't give a shit. That's what I said in the video.
I think I saw that video.
Yeah, I said if you don't like what I'm saying, unsubscribe. Bye.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's where I am now. I think it was probably just that video gave me this feeling of okay.
But you don't get cancelled.
I'm putting myself in a position to get cancelled. People tried to kind of cancel me with the whole COVID vaccine. I threw out some tweets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was it. I threw out some tweets, and people literally tried to get my Horiya terminated. Just people that just don't like me. They're like, oh, he said this and this.
Yes,
you should
but there was
him.
a lot of opinions about the COVID and generally vaccines and generally COVID, if it exists or not.
Right. I was silent on it for a long time. Twitter, to me, my Twitter is more of my personal thought. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not 2J.
It's X now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that platform anymore. I hate it.
Why?
I hate it.
I love Twitter.
I was going to like register, and then I saw that X thing, and I was like, not happening. Bye bye.
I would say get back into it.
Get back into Twitter.
What did you hate about it?
I don't know. I don't understand the platform. I don't know how it works. Okay, like people are tweeting. Elon Musk is tweeting. I feel like Twitter is only about Elon Musk tweeting.
No. Well, look, if anything that happens in the world is immediately on Twitter, like seconds later.
Really?
If that's your interest, you're learning about everything as it happens. That's why I'm there. And on Twitter, I'm not 2J. I'm myself.
You're George.
So I felt the need, but I wanted to say some things about the vaccine, and I did. And it kind of got me in a bit of trouble, or they tried to get me into trouble.
And
but I haven't
nothing
stopped.
happened.
Nothing happened, but I haven't stopped.
Have politicians ever reached out to you, by the way?
No.
Have you ever made fun of a politician?
Yeah.
And they never reached out to you?
Heavily.
Even with the elections now, you didn't.
You talking about American politicians? No.
No, I'm talking about like Cypriots. Like
I don't get involved in politics, but I do mock
good.
the politicians. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a shit about politics. Aristeridexi, all that bullshit to me is all bullshit. But I do know that politicians are heavily corrupted.
Yeah,
so
they are.
That's what I mock. I mock the corruption.
In my home country, I know situations where people filmed like TV shows and they made like fun of politics, and then politics will ring them up and be like, "This is getting out of the web."
People disappear for mocking politicians.
You know?
People disappear. People commit suicide out of nowhere.
Oh,
People get in car crashes. Yeah, you have to be careful. In Greece, that's not a thing. Fuck that. In Greece,
I think in Greece, politics doesn't exist at this point. You know, like I never hear anything about Greeks.
yeah, but even on the telly in
Nothing.
Greeks, they just mock the shit out of politicians.
Of
Like,
course they do.
no,
I mean,
yeah.
every single TV is a propaganda. Like, if
Yeah.
you think about it, you know, like
But
whatever you see there.
I avoid anything politics because most of it's lies anyway. So there's no point. If a politician comes out and says something,
Yes.
you have no idea if what he says is true. So there's
Yes.
no point listening to what he's going to say.
But were you threatened? Not by politics, but like by other people?
Couple rappers were on my ass about the trap thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Like emailing you or like calling you?
No, Snick said a couple shit. And then something happened with Mad Clip before he passed at the awards.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god, like a fist fight or something?
No, it was
Okay.
more like what's the word? Threat. Yeah.
Threat?
It was more like a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're doing is
I would never expect that from Adclip.
what you're doing is damaging me economically. So stop it.
Was it
kind of thing.
actually damaging him
Yeah, well, no,
economically?
I don't know. Yeah, but no, I get where he's coming from. Because
Yeah.
if I'm on video telling kids to stop listening to trap music,
Yes.
and your bread and butter is trap music,
Yes.
then it'll piss you off. So I get it.
Okay, that's true.
But
That's
I've
also
never
true.
got into like trouble, like actual trouble.
Snick. What did you say about Snick?
Oh, it's just a come and go. It's kind of funny with Snick.
Oh, really?
Snick became a meme on my channel. Kind of like every time I was dissing trap, I talk about Snick,
Yeah.
and then Snick. During a live stream he was doing, he was like, "Today I'm gonna fuck you up," kind of thing, and then I replied. It was just come and go. But last week actually, Snick did a live stream, throwing respect my way because lately he's seen that I've matured,
Yes.
and he kind of respects it. So I've
Yes.
kind of got no choice now but to kind of respect him back and stop
yeah.
talking shit about him.
Is he older than you or? I think he's not older
We're
than
roughly
you.
the same
Or
age.
maybe roughly the same age.
Yeah.
What about Light? Have you touched him or like, you know?
I talk shit about light. I talk shit about anyone. I don't care.
Yeah.
I talk shit about anyone. I've spoken about light in my last live. I live streamed a few days ago where I spoke shit about light again, but whatever. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care because
Do they know though? Okay, like
no,
it's
they
just
know.
like
They know, right? They know because they do follow what's going on. But
Yeah.
when you're making lots of money through your lives and all that shit, you don't really care.
Oh,
Like I
that's
doubt
true, yeah.
extremely
because there's
much.
so many people talking actually shit about them, you know, like maybe more than you diss them. So
Yeah, I doubt very much light gives a shit what I say.
no, I don't think
They
he does.
care what rappers say.
He's getting hell amount of money. Like I know his manager. I also reached out to him and stuff. Very humble and very chill people, but when it comes to work,
Yeah.
very strict, very
Yeah.
egoistic, very selfish, and very how I want it way.
Yeah.
You know,
And they excuse it in their brains by saying it's good business.
it's good business. Yeah.
But you're being a fucking asshole.
No, trust me. Like all those people, Snake Light, Sasuke,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those. One day, they won't have a job.
Yeah, I know, but it's good business, but you're being an asshole. And I think
Yeah.
it's always good to find a good medium. I feel like I'm in a good medium of,
Yeah.
I'll come to your podcast for free. No, I'm not going to come to your podcast if you're being a dick in your email.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a good
Yes.
medium.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know, man. They're making so much money now that when they stop, they probably won't care anyway.
Yeah, but they have to find something else to do. I mean, if your only talent is music, then you have to open.
It depends how much of a sellout. Like, if you want to be a sellout, then you'll find a show on TV to go to and
Well,
host.
that's
You know,
also
it
true.
depends.
I mean, I don't know. They say cheat to win. I feel like that's what all the
Yeah,
rappers
I
are doing.
hate that
And
shit, man.
you hate cheat to win.
I hate the what's the term? Not cheat to win. There's another one they
Which one?
say. Fake it till you make it.
Oh, fake it till you make it.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, man,
That one
shut
I
the
heard
fuck
about
up,
it.
man.
I
Just-
never understood that quote. Never.
Well, Snick is the definition of fake it till you. No, it's not. It's not dissing, right?
No,
'Cause
you're not.
what he did was when he had no money, he was making trap songs pretending like he does,
Yes.
right? And then he made a song Ferrari, which he didn't have the money to say Echo Ferrari, so he called the song Thelo Ferrari, which is a smart move.
Yes, yes.
Right? Thelo Ferrari, but you're still talking about Ferraris and shit. So that was his definition of faking it until he eventually actually did make it. Now he is getting money, but he was pretending he had money when he didn't have money, which is okay when you're 15. We all do that. You like kind of pretend something you're not. But
I feel like that also like boosts up your ego when you're like 15, 16 and you're thinking you're something when you're not, but that's what you want to become.
I was kind of like that as well. When I was 15, I was pretending I was something I'm not. But it seems weird to me when you're like 35 and you're pretending like you're a multi-millionaire when you're not. It's kind of stupid. But that's just me.
Okay. Well, I mean, everyone has like different opinions about those things.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very... not broad. No, it's a very broad subject, especially about dissing people. But I mean, I still don't understand how you didn't get cancelled by this time. Because I mean, Snake and all those people have very big power.
Because when I'm writing my scenarios, I'm very careful with what I write.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to come out and say, fuck Trano. For no fucking reason. I'll put together a reason why I believe I should be saying this. And I'll spit it out and people realize that what I'm saying is actually the truth.
Tranos is only famous for glasses. That's what I say. I don't like his rap.
Glasses? Does he wear glasses? I have no idea.
Tranos, he wears like those big ass glasses on his head, and that's the only reason why people know him. I personally think like that. I've heard his trap. Fucking shit. I don't like it. Out of all of the rappers,
I think people know him because kids are stupid and kids don't know what the fuck they're listening to. That's why, to me, they become famous. Like, how the fuck is Ice? Sorry, I keep saying the F word. So
no, it's fine.
How the fuck is like Ice Spice and Cardi B famous? You know what I mean? Like their songs are so trash.
Don't know.
And it may seem like I'm hating now just to be a hater, but it generally bothers me.
Yeah.
How art is today. Anyway.
But it's going to get worse. I think it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see like people now, they get famous for really stupid ass shit.
Yeah, I know.
For really stupid ass shit.
It's been years now. I make this joke that there'll come a time where one of these rappers is gonna fart down the microphone and sell it.
Make it a beat.
No, they'll sell it.
They'll sell that
little audio sample. Like that's where we're coming to now.
Ugh.
And it bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me. It just bothers me.
No, I understand.
Human stupidity. Not like I'm not the smartest person, but when you see rappers sell themselves to the point where Cardi B does, for example, it's depressing. You know, it depresses me. Well,
that's true. What do you think your next content is going to be? Like, where do you want to head?
You mean generally?
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to kind of mock podcasts. Like lately, I think to myself, because I went on a podcast a couple of weeks ago. I went on to Blitz.
Wait, I've seen something on your stories with a guy and a podcast.
Yeah, there were 4 of us.
I think so.
I went on a podcast, and at some point, I was asking the questions like I was the host, and I was thinking to myself, I might kind of be good at this actually. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll get into podcasting.
No, that would be cool too. Podcast.
I'll invite you.
Oh, okay, that's great. That's amazing. Yeah, so I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I get asked that question in every podcast, and I never have an answer because the world changes so quickly. There's no point in thinking about what I want to do in 5 to 10 years. Because I found myself making plans for next year and then something would happen and everything would change. And the world just moves so quickly now. So much shit happening.
Are you scared?
I'm not scared, but there is literally no point in saying in 5 years I want to do this. Because even like if it's YouTube related, AI is going to fuck everything up by then anyway.
It is already.
If it's music related, then the music's going down the pan, everything will be changed then
That's
anyway.
also true.
So, like there's nothing you can promise yourself. There's nothing you can attach yourself with in the future anymore.
Are you open to anything?
Sorry?
Are you open to anything? Like in a sense of, okay, if Hollywood would send you an email, they'd be like,
it really
come.
depends.
Will you come?
It's how I feel in the moment. It really is. Because I'm a different person now than I was 5 years ago. In 5 years, I'll be a different person.
Would you want to continue creating content on YouTube?
Probably. I kind of think that when I finish the Greek YouTube, I'll be one of those YouTubers that makes content but you don't know who it is. They don't show a face.
Yes.
I'll probably be doing that and find a way for that to be successful without selling out.
I'm wishing you the success.
You too. Thank you
for
very much.
coming.
You're just starting out, so
I know. Thank you.
Success to you too.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
you for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you for your really nice and honest answers.
Thank you.
Thank
I hope I wasn't too harsh.
No.
Με κράξετε στα σχόλια.
Όχι, να είμαστε καλά μαζί σου. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.